Hey guys, after a short break due to other commitments, I'm back on MONT TV. And I'm back with a bang because I'm truly excited today to see a movie that for me has been a long time coming. Yes, I'm going to be giving a totally transparent instant response movie review today as I go and see Lee Whannell's The Invisible Man. Now, Whannell first burst onto the movie scene back in 2004 with the horror game-changing movie Saw. Now, actually, something's not quite right here. Bear with me. Phew, that's better. This invisibility lot can be a bit frightening, you know. God. Now, I absolutely adore that original Saw movie. Whannell met fellow co-writer and director James Wan at film school, and this collaboration went on to spawn a phenomenal 7 sequels in this brilliant horror franchise. These guys also created the Insidious movies. Now, with pedigree like that, you can see why I'm truly excited to see Whannell step into the director's shoes for this modern reimagining of an H.G. Wells classic novel. Right, let's go check this out. So I've just finished watching The Invisible Man, and boy, what a movie, what a movie. Hang on one moment. Isn't that a great gag? I can't resist doing The Invisible Man gag after watching The Invisible Man, hey? Wow. So yes, my first impressions, my instant response movie review. It's good, it's really good. Really glad I've seen it on the big screen. It's genuinely quite terrifying in places, to be perfectly honest. For a movie that cost £7 million to make, it is absolutely phenomenal, and it just goes to show that sometimes the power of movie making is the power of not knowing what's there, you know. Little is more, that kind of scenario. And in this day of great blockbusters and everything is on screen and everything's going down, how are we doing, guys? All right? And everything is going down, then it's also nice to see a movie where nothing is going on, but everything is going on, if you know what I'm saying, yeah? So it's actually a really clever ploy to shoot The Invisible Man and just having the camera scanning a room with nothing going on. Your emotions are so high, you're looking out for things that are going on. It's a really good film. It's an excellent film. Elizabeth Moss, who's the main character, the lady who's sort of terrorised by the optical scientist husband who obviously beats her, and there's she's at the beginning is basically escaping him, and he commits suicide, and she inherits his money, his £5 million, but then she starts seeing things and believes that maybe he's not dead. That's just the premise, and I won't say anything more about that. The tension that builds in scenes, there's some good jumps. It's wonderfully shot. The characters are good. And there's a lot of surprises in this. It slow burns. And just when you think it's slow burning and maybe you're losing a little bit of interest, snap, something happens. And those things that happen are very shocking, they're very unexpected, and genuinely, it's a great movie. It's a fun movie to watch. Lee Whannell has pulled it off as a director and as everything else. Brad, my man, there he is. See you later, dude. Take it easy, yeah? It's nice to get to know the people here at Cineworld, I must say. I think I'm going to give it a MONT TV official rating of 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars. I like to be a bit generous with the filmmaking, and I've got a lot of time for Lee Whannell. I'll tell you what, let's get out of here and we'll discuss a little bit more in drive time. Okay guys, welcome to drive time in the daytime. Actually my first time ever I've done daytime drive time. Fantastic. Yes, so The Invisible Man, I really enjoyed it. Good movie. I've always been fascinated with the Invisible Man films. I genuinely adore them. I suppose a lot of people are very similar to me in that respect, as it's one of those great conversation pieces, isn't it, over a dinner table, and someone asks you, tell you what guys, if you could have a superpower just for one day, what would you choose? And inevitably a lot of people choose the power of invisibility so they can go into locker rooms, eh? So the wanting to be invisible for the day, what you could do, steal money from a bank, that kind of stuff, all the sort of usual things always spring to mind. Yes, I've always loved Invisible Man movies, you know, going back to say 1992, I think it was, with the Memoirs of the Invisible Man, the one that starred Chevy Chase and Daryl Hannah and Sam Neill. I believe, for some reason, was it directed by John Carpenter, like of Halloween fame, the John Carpenter, I think it was. That's a good movie, by the way. I don't know if that's dated so well. I don't know if that's the kind of thing you'd be into now, but I enjoy that movie, and it still crops up on Sci-Fi Channel, and I've seen it a lot. I've probably seen that movie about 40 times, I would suggest, and I still enjoy it to this day. Then you've got Paul Verhoeven's Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth Shue. That is actually a very similar vein to The Invisible Man that I viewed today. This is a very serious take on The Invisible Man. She's the hero, the heroine, played by Elizabeth Moss, is escaping a relationship of domestic abuse, of controlling. You know, she's got a horrible relationship and she's escaping that, and there are some scenes which do show the domestic abuse, and it's, you know, it's tough to watch, and Elizabeth Moss's acting is unbelievable. She is really good, and I think it does show the effect that abusive relationships have on a single person. If you're controlling, if you're abusive, and that person wants to leave you, just let them go. Let them go and get a life. Jesus. Anyway, back to the movies. Go see this movie. Hugely enjoyable, hugely unpleasant, hugely tense, hugely surprising, huge performances, and a really well-made piece of psychological thriller / horror. And you know, those movies which are so painful to watch, where the authorities or her friends don't believe what's really happening, and she is being held responsible for these crimes and for things that are going on, and no one believes her. It's actually one of the most terrifying things you can have in the movie. One of my sister's friends said one of her worst fears would be put in prison for a crime she didn't commit. And it's that sort of scenario with The Invisible Man. And who's going to believe that, oh, all these things are happening because there's a guy that we can't see? Yeah, sure, love. You know what movie also took a bit from and channeled and was inspired by? I would suggest Sleeping with the Enemy. Do you remember that movie from 1991? Julia Roberts. I saw that in the cinema too. And I saw Memoirs of an Invisible Man. And I saw Hollow Man. There you go. Go see things on the big screen. You never lose out. Yes, I've gone for a MONT TV official rating. It's 4 stars. I'm going to give it 4 stars because I like to be generous in my scoring critique. Remember to keep it here with me, Matt Montana on MONT TV, your instant response movie reviews. No one else does them like me, no one else does them at all. So keep it here, spread the word, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know the form, you know the play.